And literally this painting was my Demoiselle d'Avignon. Now, I was being pretty savvy about the art world. I lived in Toronto and then just outside Toronto, and I kept taking my students to Toronto to the art snob galleries and dealers, like the Isaacs Gallery and stuff like that, on field trips, where the cutting edge artists were being shown. And I could see it was partly what you know, but more who you know. So here I am at a kind of a crossroads. I'm an ardent naturalist. I'm on the board of directors of the Federation of Ontario Naturalists and the Hamilton Naturalist Club. All my friends and colleagues are naturalists or wildlife biologists. I want to depict what is really me, or do I want to go into that kind of screwy world and get in the art museums? And I said, no, I don't want to hang out at those kind of parties and play those kind of games. That's just not me. So I put all that background I just gave you is why I put that rough-legged hawk in the tree. So it's now a nature painting. And now, almost immediately, it's ruled out from that world. And so that elm tree became my Demoiselle d'Avignon. It's a transition from me as an abstract artist to me as a realist. Then I got, instead of a big stroke of black, I got involved with elm bark. That is elm bark, that is not maple bark, that is not obviously beech bark, it's not birch bark, etc. It's elm bark, and it's hopefully American elm bark, but to be honest, I couldn't tell you the difference between American elm bark and slippery elm bark. And then I thought, well, the thing about the elms, which is so beautiful, is they're like a fountain, or as I said, a Gothic cathedral, late Gothic cathedral ceiling, sort of whoosh up like that, and then they go diddly 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 out there, all the little droplets out here, and there's a space between the whoosh and the diddly diddly dee, and the diddly diddly dee dances and swings, and the whoosh is very solid. And so it became kind of fun and a bit of a challenge to create that space out here and have the dancing branches. They probably weren't that low. I didn't need to have them in. I decided to have them in there because that to me is a nice part of the elm. That lacy, loose, just sort of hanging there. And obviously I created the little swinging motions with the tips. Okay, that's my Franz Kline Demoiselle d'Avignon.